Hi everyone, I'm Max from Igalia's Chromium team, and I'd like to share with you two improvements that we've recently added to the DevTools mobile device emulation. The first one is the ability to override the small viewport size, and in case you're not familiar with it, that is the viewport size assuming any user agent interfaces that are dynamically expanded and retracted to be expanded. So in practice, this means here on the left we can see the small viewport with the bars at the bottom and the top expanded, and on the right we see the large viewport with those two bars retracted. And while preparing this talk, I found this short video that shows why it's important to differentiate between the two, because in this case, the bar at the top is so big that the button at the bottom of the side is actually off the screen. And so this is currently a protocol-only change, which means we only have a new command in the Chrome DevTools protocol, which allows you to set the size difference between the large and the small viewport. It's marked as work in progress here, but hopefully by the time you're actually hearing this talk, it's already landed. And moving on to the next improvement is the ability to emulate safe area insets. And again, first, in case you're not familiar with it, this is how Safari by default renders a site on an iPhone with a notch, which looks okay, but we can do better than that. The first thing to change is that we can tell Safari to make the viewport actually cover the whole screen, including the notches. But the problem is now content is obscured by the notch. And this is where the safe area insets come into play. You have these insets for the left, for the bottom, for the right, and also for the top, even though it's not shown here, that tell you where it's safe to position your content. So if you combine that with the viewport covering the whole screen, you can have your page look like this, which is much better than what we had at the beginning. And this change is actually twofold. First, again, we have a new protocol command, which lets you override these safe area insets, which has already landed in this part of M136. And then for the front-end changes, we are collaborating with the Edge team, who have written a design doc, which is still open to suggestions, by the way. So if you have any feedback, please do leave it in the design doc. And this is the current mockup for showing you the safe area insets for a predefined device, but it's also possible to add a new device with custom safe area insets. So together, we are now 2 steps closer to accurately emulating mobile devices on desktop machines. Thank you, and also thank you to Polypane for sponsoring this work and to Microsoft for collaborating with us on the safe area inset work.